What's up, gaming friends out there? Christ169 coming to you with another review. Also, my thoughts about graphics cards as well, too. We're talking about graphics cards today, and we're reviewing my 3070 MSI Gaming Trio. 3 fans here. Z from MSI. Bought on a Newegg roughly maybe about a month, 2 months ago. This graphics card is phenomenal. I'm playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 right now, early access right now, and it looks beautiful. I came from a 2060 to a 3070, so I jumped up a whole tier. And the equivalent to this card would be more of a 2080 Ti, they said. 2080 Ti would be equivalent to the graphical ability of this card. 2070 is equivalent to a 3070, but not in the same realm. RTX does 4K 60, does 4K 120, 8K 60, HDR. Refresh rates are specified in 2.1 HD, HDMI 2.1. NVIDIA G-Boost, game ready drivers, Vulkan ray tracing 4.6, NVIDIA G-Sync, NVIDIA DLSS, and DDR6 memory, 8 gigabytes of memory. My old one was 6. This one 2. Now, the 3070 has the 8, 3080 has 10. So people say, "Oh Christ, you should go on 3060 at 12." This actually is 2 levels above the 3060. This actually does a lot better. I have friends with 3060 cards. I have friends who have 3060 cards, and it's a good card. I mean, it's a good card for what you're gaming on. The VRAM itself is worth weight in gold practically, but it's like 2060 12 gigabyte card. It doesn't bring the table. They just add an extra 6 gigs of VRAM. If that was a TI version of 2060, I would believe it. This has over 5,000 CUDA cores, almost 6,000 CUDA cores. CUDA cores mean I can do more. I'm roughly, I think, around almost 20 teraflops right now. Around 16 to 20 teraflops. I had 2060, well, like 7 teraflops. So I doubled, tripled my teraflop speed. And I move this thing around in MSI to overclock it enough to see where I can get with it, and it does look really good. I'm playing games like Call of Duty right now. I need to start playing Cyberpunk, and I said it works really well with this type of card. I was in the updates they did on it. But I'm gonna find out when I do play it eventually. Call of Duty looks phenomenal on it. It looks like a Call of Duty game. It didn't look like anything cheap. It looks really good. It runs really good. That being said, I got this card, and my experience with this card was, I came home. I came home from work. I did some stuff, and went wherever I went, because I was gonna go out and do some stuff. Father's like, here, we got something for you. Here's your 3070. It was like a brick. It was a big gigantic box. I opened it up and I freaked out when I saw it. There's the Gaming Trio. My family said don't bug my sister. I didn't bug her at all. Because she's going to install it. So I didn't bother her at all. And, I don't bug people at all. But, I understand what they're saying. Everybody's living life too. I gotta be patient. And she came over, I think Friday or Saturday, hooked it up. I read the brochure, read all the paperwork, and I'm trying to get an idea. I went online to overclock it, trying to figure out how to overclock better. I'm reading all I can on it. And so when she installed it, got it installed and put the bracket. This one came with a bracket, by the way, holding bracket to hold it up. Cause it will cause your PCIe slot, slot to bend, and it could break. So having it put in there and drill down is not going to be good enough because it's so long. It's longer than the 2060. 2060, she just added a couple screws to it, boom, done, and ready to rock and roll. This one, she had changed out the PCIe slot and put in more power cables because I was going to overclock it. doing so, it would overheat it. But I overclock it, runs great. Granted, it's like an oven in here sometimes. Of course, when it was cold outside, the last couple of days, it was cold outside. I kept my room ready for so it's my own personal heater. Summertime, it was rough. Last couple of weeks, summertime, it was rough in here. But when it gets cold outside, that's when I like it because it's only a personal heater. It runs great. I mean, it runs. You think of that. It runs really well. It does what it needs to do. It's a graphics card. But people ask me, should I buy a 4090 or 3070 Ti, 3060 or whatever? I would say buy a 3070 if you can get it. If you got 3060 Ti, buying 3070 ain't gonna mean much to you. If you get 3070 Ti, 3080 Ti, 3080, yeah. But I wanted to go with 3060 Ti when I got my gaming rig built. I waited too long. I waited almost since COVID really just started ramping everything up to get one of these bad boys. So I couldn't get a 3060, I got 2060 instead. Fine. I loved it. It's a great card. It worked real well. It did what it needed to do. Okay? It did what it needed to do. And that's fine. And I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that situation. So that's why I tell people buying 3070 is a good card. If you have 3060 Ti, go 3080. But you can go 3070 Ti and get, maybe about 20, 25%, 30% more performance. Then it's fine. But I went from 2060 to a 3070. Big difference. Big overhaul. I can overclock it a lot more and get more out of this thing. Secondly, it was, in fact, at the time, a current gen card. I say wait until the 4090s. People are buying it like crazy, and that's fine. If you got the CPU for it, you get power brick for it, buy a 4090. But my rig can hold up to a 3090, maybe no more than that, because it's not big enough for 4090. Maybe 4070, 4060, 4050 if it came out that low, maybe. Right now, this is what I'm gonna have for a while. If I do decide to upgrade, I'll go probably 4080 Ti and 4090. 3090. 3080, 4090. But I'm happy where I'm at right now. This is a good solid card. It runs real well. Looks like this. I wish we had a micro center here, but we don't have one in Tennessee. I guess people in Tennessee don't know how to do technology. I guess they assume people in Tennessee are just in the moonshine addicts. And it's sad though. So we have a lot of good real estate for micro centers and stuff like that we built in Clarksville as well. You could build a micro center in Nashville and Clarksville and have 10 people go in there and buy stuff. A lot of gamers are going to get into PC gaming. It's just Best Buy didn't have a lot of stuff in there. And their downfall is imminent right now with their CEO. So I'm thinking that's one thing about it, I think, where you got this from Newegg and not Best Buy. So it ran great. No issue so far. I highly rate anybody who's had 2060, 27, 2080, 37 years ago. It's a good card. It's a go to get. I will say get it, run with it, be with it. Don't argue. Just do it kind of thing, Now, my grim fear about what's going on with the current state of the graphics card situation. People on Facebook, PC Facebooks, that are on Facebook, I have friends on there, and I'm almost a part of them too as well, are talking about the understanding of the 4090s, 4080s. The 4080 Ti, 4080s are not coming out right now. So buying a $1,400 4090, then go buy a new rig to hold it in is kind of an expensive little task. But it's not anything that's out of the ordinary. Okay? I believe people can buy what they want, and I'm all for that. But please, hear my warning. Listen to me for a minute, okay? The 30 series cars are still really good, and they're going to get cheaper, especially when people are trying to buy the 4090s and fight over them. Because, they have the rig that can hold them. If you're like me, you have a medium-sized rig here. Even if a large-sized rig, that can hold it. You're getting a 3070, 3080, 3090, or even 3090 Ti will hold you over for a while. My car can do 68K. I have a 1080p monitor, 75 hertz. If I get a 144 hertz monitor, I'll be able to, I'll have a lot more better frame rate. But if I wanted to get a 2K monitor or 4K monitor at 120, it would do, relatively well. Now I'd probably overclock it a little more to get it to boost up a little more. But as you do that kind of stuff, it's not terrible. As you do that kind of stuff, sorry, checking the air. That air is about air over there. Can't air about out. As you buy stuff like this, see, 3070s are a great nuance into the 8K realm. Anything above 3070 and above is considered an 8K card. 3060 Ti says you can do it, but it'd be probably more 8K 30, maybe medium high settings. 8K 60 doesn't mean I can go ultra on it. No, it means I can do 8K 60, probably on medium settings, 60. Probably get a little more if I go low. But if I'm gonna go that low, just put it on 4K 120 and just play it. That being said, though, is there any realm to what's gonna happen? Is there any realm to what this is? I say stick with 30 series right now. If you're in a 20 series or 1060 series, buying a 30 series card is not that hard. I've seen 3050s at Best Buy, 3060 Ti's at Best Buy. Buy what you can, because once they're gone, folks, and I'm saying this to you, once they're gone, listen to me, once they are gone, you are stuck buying a 4090 or 4080, and God help you if your rig can hold the stupid thing, because it's gonna be a brick. Okay, my 3070 here is heavy as you wouldn't believe. I can't imagine a 4090 being light, especially with 20 or whatever CUDA cores it is. It goes about 90 teraflops. That's approaching 12K. Okay, 90 teraflop can do 8K whatever, 240, maybe even 12K 60. We're going in a realm now where games are looking almost like lifelike movies. I'm playing Call of Duty on a 37 1080p screen. I guarantee you, if I play this on a 144 hertz monitor, 1080p or 2K or 4K monitor, 120, it will look like a damn movie. It still looks good. But I'm telling you guys, this is what's going to happen, okay? The overallness of this situation is this. If you can afford a 4090 and your rig is built for it, go and get one. But you're making a lot of money. But I'm an advocate of 30 series because the scalpers screwed us all, and the chip manufacturers didn't help us either. So now people are trying to buy 3070s, 3080s, 3090s, 3060, 3060 Ti's because they couldn't experience the nectar of that, because these scalpers are like, now give me more money and you get a bag of rats or a bag of rocks, you're trouble. So now you can go to Best Buy if you want to go there and deal with that, and hopefully have somebody come around and unlock those things. Or you buy one online. My family bought me one online, Newegg or Amazon. They have them, folks. Okay, they have them on there, Newegg and Amazon. You can get one delivered to your house. It's not that hard to do. Okay, so I'm telling you guys this: don't wait too long. the hourglass is almost empty on 37s and on the 30 series cards. The longer you wait, the more of the scalpers, used ones for the crypto mining are going to be entering the market. And you buy one of these, it may last 6 months and it dies out. Then now you have nothing. Especially if you trade in or sell somebody your card to pay for that card. So don't buy from the scalper on Facebook Marketplace. And even Amazon and Newegg sell used ones too. You gotta be careful. My family bought me a brand new one because they knew what they're looking for. If you go to NVIDIA or MSI, they'll probably sell you one. And then if you go to AMD website, NVIDIA, they'll sell you a 4090. So it really is up to you what you want. People are going to AMD now because they're tired of dealing with NVIDIA. People are going anywhere they can to find graphics cards right now. And, they're out there, but they're diminishing quickly when it comes to 30 series cards. So you might see NVIDIA pull the plug on 30 series. We're not selling them anymore. Have all stores pull stock or sell stock through. Then you run around trying to find one. If you got the cash now, and I was very blessed, my family very blessed me with this one. And that's why I have no problem talking about it, reviewing it. But I am telling you guys, I wanted a 36 Ti when I got my PC built. I got 2060 because it got way too long. It's still a great card. 2060 is a good card. Super is a little better, but eventually those cards are become obsolete. My 3070 is going to last probably about 5 years, maybe 10. I can stretch it. I can overclock it long, I can overclock it. And once I can't overclock it anymore, then I borrow time. You understand? The hourglass, that's the thing. Right now, I have plenty of time to use this thing. About 5 years, maybe 10 years. And I can stretch a card. I can stretch a console. If I can play, an Xbox One for 13, 14, 4 years, and then get to One X, this thing can last 5 years. And the games will come in and be great. So my review of 3070 Gaming Trio Z from MSI is a firm A+. But with an asterisk, you have to go out and buy one of these cards sooner than later. Don't wait and say, well, I'm going to wait here, hold my morals. Well, you're going to be holding your morals. You're going to buy a 4090 and you have to buy a new rig because your 4090 ain't going to fit in your current rig. So your morals ain't going to help you. Okay? So I'm saying this to you guys not to hurt your feelings, but you guys to understand. You need to act sooner than later. So Christ169, like, subscribe, notifications on. My gamer tag on Steam is Christ1691. Xbox app is Christ169. I'm playing it on Steam, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Early Access. I'll see you guys in Battlefield on the 28th of next week. Send me an invite, send me a friend request. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace out.